Hello, hello. It's Sarah Ayler from softluxcompany.com. I am so pumped to have Sam Siegel from Sam's Bead Shop here. I almost always get to hang out with Rachel, his sister, who I love and adore, but very rarely do I get to see Sam. And so I'm like just so happy to have you here today, Sam.
Oh, I'm very excited. Softflux Customer Appreciation Week is one of my favorite events of the year. I can't believe how much you all accomplish in 1 week. I sometimes think maybe they just don't sleep or something. I don't know how they do it.
Well, there's more of us. There's a few of us, you know. We spread out the work, but it is a lot on these weeks. I just went through all of my email as fast as I could between videos.
Right. Your full week is dedicated to this.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. Yeah, it's such a great week.
I think this is in the background, and then Kristen and Joyce and I kind of jump around being at different videos. Yeah. So that helps a lot. But I'm really excited to be here with you today. You have a beautiful bead bundle. Is it still available?
We have a few. I think like over 80-90% of them sold out previous to today's stream. But I will show you the gem box, and there are like 12 available last I checked. So I'm glad there's a few for folks who are watching today or maybe catching the replay. And I'm going to be demoing some full projects using this gem box. It is one of the more full gem boxes we've ever put together. I'll show you all the different strands and selections we put in.
The picture looked amazing. In fact, I picked the copper beading wire for this video because I thought it would go so well with this bead box. And Sam told me he's using copper colored Softflex today.
Oh, this is my, wait, do you know that this is my, the copper in fine or medium is my go-to Softflex?
I didn't know that's your go-to color. I must have stored that away in the back of my brain somewhere, though.
I don't think you must have, because I don't know if I've told you.
So funny, because I picked purple for Kay, because I was like, oh, Kay loves purple. And I picked fluorite for Nile. So I was like, oh, that's Nile's color. I love that color for Nile.
I associate Nile with fluorite.
I think copper. Yeah, I went through the whole list and really tried to think about what color I was pairing with each person.
It really goes with, because my primary findings are usually copper and then copper wire. So highly recommend combining the Softflex copper beading wire with the craft wire. They're a really lovely combination, because a lot of my designs typically, those are my main techniques. I'm using mostly crimping and wire working and doing some combination of those. So I tend to stick to one just to make sure I have everything I need between jump rings, head pins, eye pins, string and wire, craft wire. So I mostly focus on copper. In a perfect world, I would have everything.
Copper pairs so well with gemstones, and you do so many lovely gemstones. I think that's what's so popular in the Southwest, when you've got turquoise, like copper going with it. It's just like a match made in heaven. So I can see where you would just be drawn to that color. That makes a lot of sense.
I've always loved copper. I used to buy, back when another big wire company or small wire company existed, I would buy their 1 pound spools of their copper wire.
Well, and you guys do a lot of stuff with craft wire too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like I see lots of projects that include craft wire.
It does. Craft wire, string wire, they just lend so well to utilizing your gemstones and showing off your gemstones. And then the main challenge we always give to Danielle, because she does a lot of projects for us also, is we challenge her to use gemstones with stitching, because the default for stitching is not necessary to use gemstones. And so we're always setting her gems in a multitude of sizes and shapes to see what she can come up with using stitching techniques and bead weaving techniques.
Oh, we're developing something that I think Danielle's going to really like for that.
Really? But I've always wondered more. Wow, that feels okay. Well, what I infer from that, because she can't tell you more, is that some sort of product that will be really
very strong.
Strong and probably a very supple for stringing wire.
Yeah, that's always the goal, right? Here at Softflex.
Because I've seen Danielle demo with extra fine Softflex.
The very fine.
It's workable, but even still, like, it's not the same as using like a
it still acts thread. Like a metal. Yeah. So it's
so I'm excited to see what you have in store for us, Sarah.
Yeah, when I'm able to tell you, I will.
I'm confident. I'll look forward to a phone call. Okay.
You will be one of the first on my list. I'm terrible with secrets. I don't know why Softflex gives me any secrets at all.
I thought you were like one of the main boss ladies.
Well, yes, but it doesn't mean I should know any of the secrets.
You should know everything. I'd say Sarah should have all the power.
Oh, man. I'm glad Scott's here to hear that.
Please vote in the comments if you think Sarah should have all the power.
No. All my coworkers are going to load on here and be like, no. Hey, we've got this great deal going. Sam, did you want to switch your camera down?
And good.
We can look at that bead box. I'm going to change.
Wait, I don't just get to chat with you the whole time?
Oh, I wish.
You know, you and I could yammer forever.
I know, we could. Hey, did you see this great Customer Appreciation Week bag that Kristen made for everybody?
That is beautiful, and it's purple.
So pretty. I love it so much. You can get it for free, folks. If your subtotal is over $129 on the Softflex Company website. It has a few treats inside of it. The entire bag and the treats are about a $50 retail value. The entire thing all encompassing. I said it wrong the other day. So the whole thing is about $50 retail value. Kristen also set up some things in her red bubble so that you can go and order a canvas bag. I think there's a couple things there in this same print. And then you can have like a bigger bag to put your little jewelry pouch in if you want to. So look for that as well. Thomas has the link for that. He may have already popped it into the comments. But this treat bag is not for sale yet, but whatever we have left next week, we will put on sale if you want to buy one, if there's still any available. So watch for that. And with that, I'm going to pop onto Sam's bead table here. Look at that bead box. Oh,
welcome to my bead table today. I'm going to show you what we're going to be working with. How
gorgeous is that, you guys?
So we try not to mess around when it comes to gemstones. And I'm going to refocus this. And 3, 2, 1. There we go. Take a look at these gorgeous goodies. So this is probably the most different gem box we've put together. We're a bit more known for our bead box, but we also occasionally put together some of these gemstone focused kits. And this one is all about embracing the sweet aroma and just lovely smells of fall time. So yes, we're not quite at fall yet. We're not far away though.
Definitely not in the Bay Area.
Yeah. But we have such weird, like our September, October sometimes is such a weird weather time.
It's 90 degrees here today, you guys. It's kind of wild. I'm not liking it.
It is not 90 degrees. We are right by but you're also by the water, I thought.
I am, but it gets a little bit warmer where I'm located.
Yeah. I guess
like you're in a real cool spot there in the Berkeley
there's a lot of
area.
Microclimates in the Bay Area for folks that don't know.
It's a little bubble. Yeah.
So we've got some wood. Yes, go ahead.
I feel lucky because we don't get as hot as like Concord or Walnut Creek. No. But we still get pretty warm if it's there's a warm front coming through.
So we've got wood jasper. So for the strands here, I've got wood jasper, pietersite, some matte agate I thought was really cool, red tiger eye, coral tubes to go with our chunky coral. We've got hematite cubes because you have to have that copper metallic to go with your copper Softflex there. Look how perfect those two are together.
Ooh.
We put a few wood focals just to give you like some nice larger options, with a little touch of some pearls from Tucson, bronzite, some nice large faceted carnelian, some garnet ovals, carnelian hearts, amber chips in 2 different types and sizes here. And then a coffee jasper pendants and wood jasper pendants. So it is a whole lot in this kit.
It's gorgeous.
So I really like how it came together. There we go.
And I think you told me that it was like 90% sold out.
Yeah, this one has been really popular. So if you are interested, I might just go ahead and add it to your cart while you're thinking about it. And then it'll hold for you for 4 hours, but then it will expire after the 4 hours if you don't pay for it. So I do want to give some folks some like very concrete project ideas using this box. Because so many folks already have the box and are probably thinking where to start. And so actually, as I said, I'm using a blend of wire and craft wire and stringy wire in my projects today. So this one I got going for you, so you might be able to see this focus thing is new for us. I have to refocus it every time I change. There we go.
Your camera is much like me. It's like, what do I look at? There's so many good things.
And focus. There we go. So you can get a sense of the direction we're going to be going with this project, making some of these sections of amber and pietersite. And then this is actually 1 strand of soft flex, but that is optional. I just did a double length strand and looped it. So I haven't actually put a crimp on it yet. This is just a loop, and we'll maybe make some sort of clasp to hook onto there. And then I started the 2-strand piece. So there's options. Some people would just use 2 separate pieces of soft flex, but it's not necessary. I just folded mine in half and made a loop using about 8 or so of the cubes. Basically kept adding until I liked the look of the loop there. You also don't have to put beads on the loop. You can just leave the soft flex exposed. I know I said I'm only using copper, but I lied.
That looks like garnet.
It's either garnet or spinel, and might be some of the spinel you sent me.
It does look like spinel, and spinel is a sold out color. So
I know this is a little special one. Because I think y'all might have sent us some when it was color of the year. So that was I still have a little bit of that.
So pretty. I love that
so that's
color.
Our main project we'll be working on. I used the copper fine for this project, and that was especially helpful because I'm having to loop back through the bronzite to make this piece come together. So this is basically a simple right angle weave where I've gone through the bronzite and then come back through with 6 pieces of the hematite added so that those layer right on top.
That looks so glorious.
I really like how the cubes and square shapes play off of each other for this design.
Yeah.
It feels very intentional, even though I don't know, I wasn't the original. I never thought about this when I was putting this kit together, but I saw them next to each other and they looked really good.
I feel like a man or a woman could wear this design too, and it would look fantastic.
So, and I did experiment doing another pass through so that there could be copper on the other side as well, but it makes the bronzite lay at an angle like that.
I like it better this way.
And so I liked the look of, okay, if I kind of keep them all to the same side, then I think it has like a little bit more of a finished, polished look as a final bracelet.
It does.
And isn't that just feels just like ready to go?
Yeah.
And then for a little earring inspiration, I was just kind of curious how some of our elements look together. So I grabbed some. These are just eye pins I used for this, but you could use your soft flex craft wire. And I combined some of our carnelian, pearl, and garnet that are in the box.
You're getting some really nice comments. Like this one says, beautiful. Sam, you have such a mind for color. The colorways you create are spectacular. in all of your boxes.
Oh, that's very kind. Yeah, we really try to put a lot of attention to detail when we put together our kits. So if you're not currently part of our Bead Box family, definitely check it out. Look into it because I really like what we accomplish each month for the monthly box. This one is more of a one-off gem box. We do these maybe 2 to 3 times a year because sourcing this many gemstones in bulk is actually a harder task than you would imagine. And so I have to slowly collect little treasures to be able to put these gem boxes together.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I hear you.
So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, there's an ant on my. Everyone have an ant on. That's a first on a class. Wow. What do you say?
I said, what's he doing there?
He's gone now.
Oh.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I know. They're such a pest.
It is crazy. So I'm gonna grab some eye pins. And we're going to get going with some of the prep work for the bracelet. Eye pins
where there's one, there's always like 5,000 more. So
don't
be prepared.
Say that, Sarah. Sarah.
God. Just myself.
Oh no. I need some of these cubes. Alrighty. So the key for this bracelet, it's a very adaptable design, but the key is that you do want to maintain that your sections are fairly even in length. So my goal, I did it based on the pietersite because that's harder to adjust the length of than a stack of amber chips. It was about 18 millimeters when I stacked up those 3 pietersite cubes. So I made that my goal when stacking up the amber chips. And so I always like to just have a ruler nearby when I'm working, helps with bracelet sizing, little things like this, just to make sure you're heading in the right direction as you design and hopefully not having to redo things too many times, because I find if I have to redo a piece, the likelihood of me finishing it starts to drop dramatically.
I know that feeling.
Yep. So
I'm like a get it done like now sort of person.
It just has to happen now.
Yeah, if I have to come back to it, it's really probably not getting done.
Especially when it comes to like unfinished jewelry projects. Like I'm gonna probably have other things on my to-do list that are gonna take over.
Yeah. Hey, India wants to know, where do your ideas come from? Like, what inspires you for making jewelry?
I don't know if I've gotten that question before.
It's a good one.
I mean, I think I follow so many of my bead friends online, and that is just like a nice way to just stay mesh with everyone and all the ideas floating around, because I think you'll notice, like, especially just how trends work, just as you see things you like, you tend to grab onto ideas that you like. Maybe you see something that Danielle makes and you get inspired to learn how to do that technique, and then that inspires a different piece. Maybe it's not the exact one that Danielle made, but that sort of learning can inspire new things. So I'm just always trying to keep an eye out. Anytime I walk by a window, I'm always looking what's being featured, what stones are being featured. Anytime I'm at a farmer's market, I'm looking at jewelry. What do you say?
You're young and hip, and you live in kind of a hip area. So I imagine just through osmosis of walking down the street and seeing people that are maybe going to UC Berkeley, or going to restaurants where folks are hanging out.
Oh my gosh, the jewelry can be so funky in Berkeley sometimes. Like people just be wearing like doll heads and
I love it.
Long. Like it could be anything. It's such like jewelry really can be a self-expression, even beyond what sometimes some of the ways that we can approach it.
Oh, here's another
so cool
question. do you get any inspiration from Rachel?
I mean, I'm sure the answer is yes, because her and I are always showing each other what we're making, but we have very different tastes. Like if you join our live sales, and you'll see a Rachel palette is very different than a Sam palette of gems. And even Rachel's become quite a stitcher in the last couple years. And so that's like a key distinction of our pieces is that she probably she's so comfortable with a needle and thread at this point that that's become more of her default. And because she knows the stitches so well, she doesn't even necessarily need patterns to start putting things together. Versus I am much more focused. Have a much stronger tendency to use my wire, my stringing wire, because I don't get sometimes as much of the. I like a quicker quality to jewelry making sometimes.
Me too, yeah.
I like getting a quick win where possible, and so sometimes you can get that with wire. Let me see where this is. Oh, it's focusing up here. How nice! How kind of it. I didn't even refocus it.
Oh, good job. Anne is asking, where in Berkeley is your shop? Sam doesn't actually have a shop in Berkeley. He has an office and warehouse space. But where can Anne find you most of the time, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, our space is on the border of Berkeley and Albany. But yeah, we're not open to the public. We just kind of have our small space here and get all the orders shipped out from the live sales and the bead box shipped out.
Yep.
What do you say?
From samsbeadshop.com. So that's
that's what you meant. You meant the webs.
Yes.
They're trying to help me out here, and I'm just like providing all sorts of unhelpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. samsbeadshop.com is where you can find our general inventory, about 1,500 to 2,000 different types of check glass and gemstone beads available at any given time. And then definitely join our live sales that are twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, because we always put new items on those sales. So folks tend to come to those because they want to get first dibs on anything new, because we're always going to Tucson. I just got back from Denver. We're always scouting for new cuts. And I also work with cutters overseas to get some custom shapes and stones cut for us whenever possible. And so there's always something new to find at the shop. So I guess my answer to the question would be make sure you're on the email list and you'll be in the know. So maybe Thomas has that link. It's joinsamsbeadshop.com for the email list. And that's how you know about things like Customer Appreciation Week as well, and Bead Shopping Network, and just all the things.
All the most important things.
Yeah, email list is always where I direct folks.
Lori is saying, do you have any of the gem boxes left? I think he said yes, and Thomas just posted a link to them. So
I see
look for that link.
I see 10 boxes left. You got everything you see here.
Ooh,
I think we can now that
guys.
Yeah, I think that means about 80 or 90 of them are gone. I think we made about 100. So let's start putting. Oh, hi, Cassandra. So good to see you. We're gonna start putting this bracelet together, and you're gonna see me stringing or not stringing seed beads. That's just part of the process for this design. The seed beads are really helpful just to create the spacing that I wanted between my sections. And I love that we got that question about where does inspiration come from. I think this one is probably most inspired by a Sarah Lovecraft bracelet that I saw in the past, and I made a few times for myself because I was like, oh, this is such a nice way to. I love playing with geometry and design, and this is such a nice way to do it. So I think I learned this technique from her. I don't know if she learned it from someone else, but I learned it from her.
Yeah.
Let's grab some of the red.
What's Sarah Lovecraft? I haven't seen her lately.
Yeah, she's doing all sorts. Yeah, she's doing great. And yeah, we just did a video together recently. She's always just full of bead joy, and always can get some great technique and design inspiration from her. So definitely check out Sarah Lovecraft if you don't currently follow her.
That's cool. Where can they follow her? Just on Facebook or on YouTube, or where is she mostly hanging out?
Sarah Lovecraft YouTube channel, and she has a new Facebook group because her other one was taken over by some evil online person.
No.
Yeah, so she had to redo. I think it's like Sarah Lovecraft Design Volume 2 or something. Yeah, that was a real bummer. They wanted her to pay to have access to her own group, and she's like, I am not negotiating with you. Absolutely not.
So annoying.
Yeah, and it's like we're all small businesses here, just trying to like do some good in this world with like providing craft inspiration. It is so ridiculous. So I'm glad she didn't. I'm proud of her for not giving into that, but obviously it was not ideal. So definitely go out and support her. And all right, so what I just did is I liked the look of having a little bit of space between the sections. So typically I'm doing, well, I'll take you through the pattern, but for these middle sections, I'm doing 3 seed beads and one of my 4mm red tiger eyes. So I put that on either end. Since we just did Pietersite, we're going to go back to amber. I love working with amber because it's so lightweight, just naturally lightweight.
Beautiful.
And see how nicely that just strings on right there. And this is like
is that amber? It looks like garnet.
Yeah, no, you have to kind of feel it in person because it's so light. This is amber.
Almost like a deep dark red amber.
Yes, this is a darker amber than you would typically see, versus we also included some larger chunks as well in there, just to give you some.
Ooh, I love amber.
It's more unusual one, so anytime I can grab it, it's really fun. Oh, I spilled all my seed beads, Sarah. Oh no.
Of course you did.
I'm just happy these are mostly going onto the wire, because last night I was struggling with these. I'm using 11-0 seed beads right now.
Do you have good light? Sometimes it's good light.
I have good light. I have 4 lights on right now. What I realized is I had frayed the edge of my wire, so I had to grab a sharper cutter and redo the end.
Yeah, if you guys don't have a good pair of cutters, invest in a good pair of cutters if you're using Softflex, because it does make a difference on the end. It can be really
almost want to like mark one of my pairs so I only use it for Softflex, because it is cutting through steel cables inside this wire. This is why this wire is built to last basically forever, is because there's 49 steel cables running through here in the medium size.
That's right.
So, I know my Softflex.
It's hard on cutters. If you've got really cheap cutters, they wear out really quickly. Yeah. Hey, Liz is asking if you know where the amber is from.
I'd have to ask the vendor of it. A huge amount of amber of the market comes from the Baltics, which is why you've probably heard of Baltic amber. But that's not the only place it's found. That would be my guess without checking.
India's mentioning that just about every bead weaver spills their seed beads every time they use seed beads. I totally agree. I do all the time.
They like to go on journeys of their own.
I know. I just used some to make like a pearl necklace as a spacer bead just yesterday, and I kept spilling them like over and over. I was like, oh.
So the pattern I'm doing now is because I want these sections to be closer to each other than we first started with. Is I'm only doing, actually I think I might have messed that one up. I didn't put enough things on. So I'm doing 1 seed bead and then one of my red tiger eyes, followed by 1 more seed bead, instead of the other one where I'm doing 3 seed beads, red tiger eye, 3 seed beads. We're doing 4 less seed beads. So the length is considerably less. And so it's keeping these sections closer together, and I like the look of that. You could maintain that the whole time if you like. That's sometimes it's just I like playing around with different spacings. I use lots of spacers in my designs to allow me to do that. And let me get on the section.
Diane wanted to make sure that you made those amber strands, and you did by using an eye pin, right?
Yeah, so I made these sections of amber on an eye pin. You could use some craft wire as well. I just made sure they stacked up to about 18 millimeters to match my 3 Pieterite cubes. So if you're adapting this with different beads, just try to get the lengths to be similar. I'm measuring the length of just the beads and then trying to keep the loops fairly symmetrical in size.
Mm-hmm.
So we just completed a section. So now we're going to go back to the other pattern to get to our Pieterite. So now we're going to do 3 seed beads. Why did I pick 11 O's for being on camera?
Because you wanted to torture yourself.
I did. I really like it's because I prefer the look of 11 O's. I think they have a nice subtlety to them. But my goodness, when you're on camera, I start like panicking.
Oh, looks like Lori just got one of the gem boxes.
Ooh, go Lori. Go Lori. Oh, you're going to have fun with it. There's just so much to play with here. I can actually show you a little sneak peek of what Danielle put together with this box. She used the amber chip to create little clusters and then made some beaded tassels essentially using Softlex.
Wow.
These are sections of Crimp Softlex. And it came together so beautifully. She's only using beads from the box and then maybe some sea beads as well.
Is she going to teach that?
I believe this is our class this Saturday. And if Rachel's watching, she can confirm that. This is Danielle's Sea Bead Saturday project. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. That streams to the Sam's Bead Shop channel this Saturday.
Ooh, you guys are going to love that class. I hope you get it on your schedule.
And I love that she's teaching that technique of using Softlex to make sections of tassel, because that's not something you would actually typically see, and really features a nice way to get your crimp practice on and make some really cool beaded tassels.
Danielle, I didn't even know you were here. You were just kind of hiding in the background.
Oh, hi, Danielle. We got Danielle actually came and visited the office fairly recently.
I know, and you guys didn't invite me. What on earth?
Oh my gosh.
Like, what?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, she came in. She stopped by. We went and had Thai food with her husband and dad. I've actually met her. I met both of them, but I especially have hung out with her dad back in Lancaster for Bead Fest.
Oh, that's fun.
And so I got to see him again, and we all just had a lovely lunch, talking all sorts of things.
Yeah, I bet. Well, next time I'm expecting an invitation. I am close enough to make it happen.
Yes, true. You're probably less than an hour from us, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm like 30 minutes.
You're only 30. Wait, you're only 30 minutes to Berkeley.
I think so. I'm gonna put it in right now. In my phone and see. I think
now I feel really bad for not coming and visiting sooner. I thought it was like an hour.
Yeah, and right now, which is 1:30 in the middle of the day, but it's 30.
You're saying I could get to you by the end of this class.
Yeah, you could.
Wow. Yes. Y'all, should we go get in the car?
And meet halfway?
I'll keep stringing my CBs while I drive.
I mean, it's really not that far. Yeah. Definitely would be an easy halfway point for us.
Are you near Martinez?
I'm across the water from Martinez.
Okay, that's helpful geographical
I'm looking at Martinez out my window right now.
Is it nice?
Yeah, I love Martinez. Have you spent any time there?
I have not, but there's been a lot of talk in the pickleball worlds lately about Martinez because they're trying to shut down the courts there.
Really? Why?
Just always like sound related.
Oh.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's a park. Let people have their fun.
Yeah. No, it's a nice little town. It has like an Amtrak stop, so you can take the train from there. And it's like a little grittier than Benicia across the water. We're a little more insulated. But it's really got lovely restaurants, and it's just and it has a great waterfront park. It's a really great place. I like it.
Oh, lovely. All right, I fixed my pattern. I got lost a little bit while chatting. What's new? It's just like my mom and I, when we drive, we've never once made an exit together, ever. I have to tell my mom we have to stop talking and turn on the GPS voice, or we will not get off the highway. I
know.
That is the only way to increase the odds. I don't know if you ever experienced this, but you're probably a more focused person when you drive.
No, I'm not. Actually, I have 3 children, so the idea that I can focus on any one thing at any given time is really quite impossible.
Do your kids have a good sense of direction now that they can like help you get off the highway at the right moment?
Evelyn has always had a really good sense of direction. Hazel does not pay attention. She has no idea what's going on. And I would say Jack is probably in the not paying attention realm.
But he's the youngest, isn't he?
Yeah, the oldest kid is always kind of the one that is the most adult-like, you know? Are you the oldest or the youngest? Is Rachel
what do you think? Wait, what do you think?
You must be the youngest.
Why? Why do you say this? Why do you say these hurtful words?
That's just my guess. I think Rachel's probably your big sister.
You would be correct. This is correct. What gave it away?
She just seems a little more responsible.
I really wish I could argue. But we all have our own strengths.
It's true.
Sometimes I can tell Rachel all sorts of ideas, and then I'll come up with lots of ideas, or like kind of observe things like, we should kind of change how we do this, and then Rachel will go investigate it and come up with an idea.
Yeah.
So it's a good balance.
How many seed beads are you putting between each of the 3 eye pins in each section?
So I'm doing say we have pietersite, seed bead, red tiger, seed bead, pietersite. So it's only 1 seed bead on either end of the red tiger eye, versus now that I've completed my pietersite section, I did 3 seed beads. We do 3 times as many seed beads, red tiger, and then 3 more seed beads. But again, this is like, if I made this tomorrow, I probably would pick something even more different. Also, I ran out of seed beads. Where's my tube?
It has a little bit of flexibility in how you make it, is what you're saying, right?
Oh, absolutely. Right? You don't even need to put more shapes, more space between the sections here. I just thought it might give a cool look to put a section of amber on its own. I also thought about just going amber, pietersite. Like there's unlimited. This is kind of like, you're kind of like on a loom right now. So you have lots of options of how you interconnect things together.
Organize
here. Sarah, I need more seed beads. I need to find where my tube of seed beads is.
Shira is here, and we're so excited to see you, Shira. Sending you the biggest hug.
Shira, if you want to say hello, just stamp your feet, okay? She's above us. Sometimes we just start jumping to say hi to each other at the shop.
Oh man! Do you have a broom so you can hit the ceiling?
Oh, can you hear it? Did you hear the stomps? There were stomps just now. Folks, I'm so embarrassed. I don't know where I put my tube of seed beads. Uh-oh.
Sam, what are you gonna do?
That's okay. That's a good segue that we'll go into the other project.
There you go. You'll finish it up and take a picture for us later.
Absolutely. But I think you get the gist of it. I'll zoom in on a close-up of it so you can. see
Lori, I also love that red coral on the tray. And how beautiful would it be with just that, with a nice singular bead between it on that copper soft flex?
Oh, it almost focused. That would be
so gorgeous. Yeah, that looks great.
There we go. So there's a close-up so you can get a sense of how that's being constructed. I hope that is helpful. Here's the loop. Looks like I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hematite cubes on the loop, and then 1 cube with 2 strands of soft flex going through it. So that's how I'm actually forming the loop, is having both strands going through that 1 cube there. All right, so that is the first project I wanted to show you. And then this
Julie,
one is so, I got to read.
Julie has a quick question.
Yes.
She says, this box is beautiful, but I'm new to beading. So I want to add Sam's box for my first box. But now I want this gem box too. Which one is a better deal for a beginner?
I think it depends on your taste, because I think she's talking about that maybe she just subscribed to Sam's bead box, which is our check glass and gemstone box that comes out each month.
Right. Which is different.
That's our monthly subscription that auto renews for you once you sign up at samsbeadbox.com. This gem box is only available at samsbeadshop.com. And as far as what a better deal for a beginner, I mean, I tend to guide beginners more towards glass to start because it's a little bit more forgiving, a little bit more consistent in size. But if you're like me and you're just like have loved rocks your whole life, then maybe you wanted to just get to play around with a whole array of gemmy goodies.
Danielle says just do it all. Just make it easy on yourself. Just
that is both. That is a good answer as well, because this box is, I think, $89, but we put over $119 of gems in it, and then we just took 25% off of it. So you're getting a heck of a deal when you get this box. So either way, you're getting the best we offer, because we don't tend to discount a lot of things in this shop except for the kits we put together, which I don't know why we do that, because the kits take us 10 times as long, but here we are.
I know that feeling. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But there's like a certain expectation that kits have a little discount to them, so we do follow that. All right, we're gonna get out our soft flex. Welcome to part 2 of our class. We're gonna get out our copper color soft flex. I love the metallics line from Softflex. Here we go. This is the fine, which would be a 21 strand, 0.014 inches. It's noticeably thinner than the medium I was just using, and this is going to be perfect for the technique we're doing. I don't really measure as I go, but I will try to measure for you.
You can do it.
It's more that I don't have a measurement. I'm going to be making it up. So I got 7 inches with it, which is my goal for the bracelet. But because we're looping back in, we need at least 7 extra inches to do that. I then like to give myself 2 inches per side for crimping. So that'd be 4 inches. And we'll cut it there and pray.
Good idea. I never measure. And anymore, my kids have taken all of my measuring tapes. And so I don't even have a measuring tool at my desk anymore.
That's my favorite thing are these. We have these all over the office, these 18-inch rulers. I got these for like $2 a piece.
Smart. I know.
I recommend.
They would probably take those too, though.
You could write your name on it. Put a little beeper on.
Have you ever lived with children? They don't care if your name is on.
Okay, well, tie it to your desk. The hole. You can tie it to your desk.
With soft flex.
Yeah.
Just flex it to my desk.
Ooh, that's a verb now.
Yes, I definitely can soft flex things.
Soft flex that. Ooh, guys, you can trademark that.
India asks, if you were new to soft flex wire, what size would you use for a design as a standard size to have? 019 medium is the standard size of soft flex that is most commonly used for most designs. 014 fine, which is a little thinner. I think, which might be what Sam's using today, is good if you're going through a hole more than one time, which is what Sam's doing.
Or if you're using finer gems or pearls, fine is great.
Small gemstones that have little holes, you would use the 014. 024 heavy, the thickest is if you're doing bracelets or eyeglass holders, watch bands, anything with like really rough stones, crystal or glass. You want to get it on the thickest diameter that your bead hole will allow.
Oh, the heavy stuff is great when you're using some of those beads that have like more jaggedy edges to them.
Like the coral, right? That big red coral.
Yeah, that would be nice. Luckily, these don't have sharp like edges to them, so I'm like I would feel fine putting that on medium. I think it would probably. Let's see, I got a piece of medium right here because the medium is so strong. It says on it
26 pound break strength.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, which is like not just 26 pounds of beads. It's like a 26 pound fish charging down river will snap it. It's like a moving break strength. So with
because that's where this technology originally came from, right? It was from fishing line.
Well, not necessarily, but it is like most threads and cords and wires they go back and forth. And so the test strength seemed important when Softflex started. And initially we did have a fishing line portion of our company as well.
Wait, really?
Yeah, initially. But we haven't for a long time. But yeah, so the break strength it's just like one of those tests that people understand, I guess. And so it ended up on our labels, even though it's not necessarily like applicable.
You're saying I can't like swing from
my 26 pound kid could probably be held up by the 019.
Like
so maybe it's applicable in my children jumping up and grabbing my necklace, but that's about it. I'm making my kids sound like they're feral or something, but
kids are lovely.
Wild. They are so lovely, but they do wild things.
All right, so here is how this bracelet here begins. I did 3 tiger eyes, 1 hematite cube as a spacer, 3 tiger eyes, bronzite. And now I've got my 6 hematite cubes on there, but we want them to be here. So to do that, we need to bring the end of our wire back through our bronzite and see how easily that went back through the bronzite. That's because we're using the fine Softflex. Because you don't want to feel like you're forcing it through, because that means you're putting pressure on your bead. And should there be a natural inclusion in the stone, puts more tension on the wire too. Oh, that's never thought about it that way as well, but absolutely. So anytime we can not add tension to our beads, the better, because the strongest bead is going to be one that doesn't have a hole in it. But we enter a paradox there, because there it's then not a bead. So to keep our beads from not breaking, we don't want to put pressure on them whenever possible. So
Jess gets me. Jess says, I've had one of my kids grab my necklace made with Softflex and it didn't break.
Yep.
You get
especially
me.
once you get your crimp technique down, that makes a huge difference as well, because that can be where
a weak point,
where the piece might, weak point, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys might have picked up what we're doing. It is not too complex. I am just going to keep doing this right angle weave. The main thing I have to think about is just keeping that bronzite down so I don't have gaps between my sections. I think I just went through that cube. I've never done that. hold on. I went through that cube twice. Easy to backtrack. Just gonna get that loosened up. And now that should tighten like I want. And look, that's how easy this technique is. That's it.
Someone said we have display necklaces that survived years and years of trade shows. They're built to last. I still have jewelry that has gone to hundreds of bead shows for Soft Flex and been handled and packed and shipped and worn at times. Like I have stuff from 26 years ago that is still in good working order because it's on Soft Flex. It's kind of amazing.
I was actually introduced to Soft Flex by a friend who lives here in Oakland. She does upscale bridal jewelry. And she's been ordering Soft Flex by the 1,000 foot roll for years because it is the only thing she will use for her bridal wear, because she needs those pieces to, like, those are keepsakes. And so they have to last forever. And so that's the only thing she trusts. So she buys 1,000 foot rolls of Soft Flex and does eventually get through them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of people that buy in bulk. A lot of designers like to buy the 1,000 foot spools.
And then you just told me the other day that there's an even bigger roll.
Yeah, we have 5,000 foot spools.
I want to be on that level. I don't know what I would do with 5,000 feet because I don't get to bead every single day, sadly. But if I did, I could use 5,000 feet.
Well, usually if someone wants 5,000 feet, they're making hundreds of the same design. You know, like that's usually something we would be shipping to Hong Kong or
really?
Yeah, or like Thailand or Indonesia or something, because someone's making a lot of the same design.
All right. So this is what happens sometimes. I tighten it too far up the string. So I have to loosen that actually up a bit to make it easier to bring that bronzite back down and then tighten it again down here. Just kind of gently nudge your bronzite downstream. It doesn't, the whole thing does not have too much tension.
Are the 1,000 foot rolls on the website? They absolutely are. Yep, you can find them. I don't know if we call them bulk spools or 1,000 foot spools, but I'm pretty certain they're available on the website.
And what I love is that meanwhile, the main type of roll that Sarah and I have next to us are the 10 foot.
10 foot spool.
And with just so many 10 foot spools. I
have 6,000 half used 10 foot spools in my house.
What I do often recommend, we carry a lot of the 30 foot spools at Sam's Bead Shop because the price per foot becomes really good when you start getting the 30 foot spools.
It's more economical.
Look at the difference of the containers. This one you can actually put beads into here.
Oh yeah.
But this one you could put beads into it, but they won't stay there.
And you can keep it to use for putting beads in. Like you can keep using it even after the wire's gone.
This becomes a little tray here. Absolutely.
Right.
This one you'd have to like plug the hole.
Yeah.
Which actually, this is a nice size tray. That might be worthwhile taping decimals down there.
Tape or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't toss out those spools too quickly. All right. So we've already done 4 bronzites. See how fast this comes together. We're going to do 2 more and then be able to finish our bracelet. This whole thing worked out really nicely. When fully complete, it came out to exactly, it's about 7 inches of beads. So a little bit longer with the findings. But I usually aim for about 7 inches of beads because that's my personal wrist size. It makes it easier for me to wear it. We're going to put on our bronzite and you follow the pattern. We're going to grab 6 more hematite cubes. For 5, 6, and then loop back through. I think this is our at least 3rd Softflex Customer Appreciation Week we've participated in.
It's the 5th one. I think you've been here since the beginning.
Oh, really? Because we did some fire polish kits one year. We did Harvest Glow. Oh, we did a Garnet and Lab kit. Oh, is this the 4th one ever that you've ever done?
I think this is the 5th one.
Okay. So this is, yeah, we've gotten to do almost all of them then.
Yeah, I think you've been at all of them, Sam.
Oh, really? That's possible.
Oh, I think we haven't had much of a change, which I'm so grateful for, but most of the presenters who were involved from the beginning are still here, still going strong.
Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, that says so much about the collaboration that we get to do.
Yeah, and everybody kind of knows what they're doing, and it makes it easy on our end. So that's always good.
There's 5 and 6. Y'all, we are coming to the end of this bracelet this quickly. This is like a 15-minute bracelet project.
I love that.
How fun is that?
That's my kind of bracelet.
Yup. So, and it looks like I even have just enough Softflex. So maybe I would do a little bit more than I did, because I did, 18 inches, I think. I might do a little bit more because I might run out. All right, loosen that up so I can actually bring that bronzite down. That looks better. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, this is fun.
That looks good.
I'm going to repeat the pattern on this end, which is 3 tiger eyes, 1 hematite, 3 tiger eyes.
So don't forget, we're doing a live giveaway. I love that Shanae is talking about getting some Softflex, maybe for the first time. I love seeing that.
Grab some Softflex.
The giveaway is at the bottom of the screen. I think it's #copper. We're giving away a 10-foot spool of Softflex, medium beading wire, so the most commonly used diameter in the copper color. And
that's like my favorite Softflex.
I know. I'm really excited. And so I will be picking a winner at the end, but you must be present to claim your prize. So stick around, because we're coming up to the end in just a few minutes, and I will be picking a winner in not too long. So if you've entered, stay, don't leave.
Should I
and
stay,
I love all the people.
I go?
I know. Don't go. You should stay.
Okay.
I love, there's some folks saying how much they love Softflex too, which is so sweet of you. Thank you. We appreciate that. Usually once people have tried Softflex, they never go back.
Yep. All right. Here's your quick crimp technique. I'm using a Euro crimper here. My go-to is actually a Xuron, but they're essentially the same idea. This one has 2 different sizes it works with. So I believe I need to use the middle notch for this crimper. And I'm essentially, with the first one, I'm just trying to put a little divot. Oh, wow, that's going to hurt. Anyway, I'll describe it. I'm putting a divot between the wires and then coming in and bringing my little C shape together. This is different than the magical crimper, which you might see Sarah using more often.
Yes.
But this is this is your more standard type crimper, so it's always helpful to know, kind of try it out and see what you like. Me and the magical crimper have never been friends. Not to say we might not become friends, but
okay. Well, it sounds like we need to pick a coffee shop that is 15 minutes from you and 15 minutes from me, and somewhere in the middle. And I need to show you how to use these magical crimpers.
It's not for a lack of not having them. It's just like I'm just not. I mean, here I got a spare piece of. Where's that spare piece of wire I just had? That's not a spare piece. Okay, we'll use this. I have just never been able to get it to look pretty. And maybe you can identify if I'm doing something wrong.
Sure. Let's do it.
All right.
And yes, he's using the 2x2 millimeter crimp tubes.
Yep.
They work on the fine, medium, or the heavy. And they work with the crimping pliers that Sam just used, which we carry on our website. I'm sure Sam does too. And the magic crimpers. Are you doing it with the 014?
Yeah.
It might be a little trickier because it's better with 019, but let's give it a try.
Well, that's why I do have a spare piece of 019. I just dropped it.
Oh, uh-oh. It's like the seed beads. We can do the 014. It's thinner and it has less nylon. So it's a little bit, it's a little more challenging to make sure it gets cinched into that nylon coating.
So my first theory is that I don't center it. So I'll try to really center it
it right in the middle. So it's like a dome, like a round dome, and you want it right in the middle of that dome. All right. When you compress down, give it some strength, then open it up and you should have a little 4-corner ravioli.
It actually looks more ravioli-like than it typically does.
So good. Now you took the time to really center it. That's probably why. Now turn it on its side so those 4 corners are inside the dome.
Okay. Oh, like turn it exactly 90 degrees. Okay.
Now you're pinching down those 4 corners, basically. Does that make sense?
Well, that's not too bad. It's still a little bit.
And then just go around it a few times, always centering it and compress. So center, compress.
I think the centering is key here. I don't think I was finding that I can feel it when it clicks in.
Yes. Yeah. And then just go around it until the whole edge of that tube has been rounded down into a bead. Sherry, the original yellow magical crimpers are probably like these. I think they were made initially for 019. So they should be similar and they should be 2 millimeter crimp.
Sarah Ayler.
You did it. You did it.
Oh my goodness.
Are you so proud of yourself? Good job.
It looks pretty seamless.
Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it?
Like compare that to like mine, you can see a flat seam in it.
Yeah. No, it looks like a bead.
Wow. All right, you might have figured out my key issue for the last 5 years.
I mean, that made this whole video worthwhile.
Gosh, I'm so glad I did Customer Appreciation Week this year.
I am too. I hate that you've had that problem for 5 years.
That looks so good.
Oh, I love it. Hey, this was so fun. We got to get our giveaway going. Let me get that handy.
Ravioli to meatball.
Shadow wants to say hi. You say hi. Oh, say hi, everybody. Should you want to help me pick the winner? All right, we ready? Here we go. Shadow's
gosh. Hi.
Let's see. Who is it, Shadow? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Shanae. Oh, it was somebody who just said they wanted to try Softflex. Oh, I love it.
Oh, wow.
That's so exciting. Shanae, I hope you're still here. Let us know in the comments that you are here to claim your prize. Then you're going to email info@softflexcompany.com and let them know you won the copper medium beading wire. And give them your shipping address because we definitely won't have it if you haven't tried Softflex before. Give them your shipping address and they'll get that shipped out to you. That was just meant to be. I love when stuff like that happens. That's so cool. She's here. Awesome.
So I got a question about what findings, like what clasp I'd use. I typically actually make my own clasps.
Oh, you do?
But
with craft wire?
I love using mostly 20 gauge wire to make my own hook and loop clasp.
Yeah, I made one today on my design.
Oh, can you make you taught me one time the kind of the more swirly type.
Like that?
Yeah. I love, those are my favorite types of clasps.
Yeah, they're nice.
Today,
I just did that.
I have a little lobster, so I'm going to put that on this bracelet so I can wear it right now and maybe send Sarah a photo.
Perfect.
And I've got a finished bracelet there.
Sam, that bracelet would look good with what you're wearing.
Thank you. And we got a lot of comments saying that a lot of this stuff
right on your wrist.
And then there's the other one.
Yeah, that's great. Those are so good.
I am very excited. We had some comments saying that a lot of this jewelry with the color palette can be used for men's jewelry, but also looks quite unisex.
Yeah.
So I like that direction for this kit just because there are so many of the earth tones in it. So I'm excited to see what folks make. Please do share and tag me so I see what you make. We have the Sam's Bead Shop Gem Chat group. Search the Gem Chat, and you can share what you make with this box there. You can, of course, post in the Softflex Facebook group as well and tag me. I'm in that group as well. And I would love to see what you come up with our Spice of Life gem box.
Definitely. I want to see too. And it's starting to be maker season for the holidays. So if you have a gentleman in your life that you're making for, I think that a bronzate bracelet is just stunning for a man or a woman. So something to think about if you've been stumped as to what you could make for a guy to wear. I think there's some colors in here that would work really well. Either way.
Absolutely.
All right. Well,
I definitely I was gonna say, I see there's about 5 boxes left. So if you're catching the replay of it, definitely go grab a box. This is kind of like last year. We only had a few boxes left of our gem box during this class. So
yeah,
grab one while we still have it. It's not something we can easily make more of. So would love for you to have one of these boxes.
Yeah, go grab a box and check out Sam's Bead Shop, because they've got lots of other things to look at there too. So this is just like a little sampling of the kinds of things that you can get through Sam's. Yep. There's lots of other options, including some custom made Softflex trios, and just all sorts of fun things that he finds as he's traveling. So go take a look, but don't just look at the box, like kind of peruse the whole thing. And
we've got lots of goodies on our app and website you can take a look at. This has been such a joy, Sarah. I can't wait for the rest of Customer Appreciation Week. There's so much to see this week. And so definitely we have the full calendar in our email blast going out again.
I'll pop it up here too. Yeah, such a pleasure to have you here today, Sam. Thank you for being one of our most treasured guests. We will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern with Rebecca Combs. We also have Kate Richburg tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. It's Kate's first Customer Appreciation Week. So let's all make sure we give her some really good viewership. And she just is so smart and has so many good tips. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then we will have a live bead sale tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So you can come shop some of the Softflex beads with Joyce and Rosa and myself. And we have a big plan for you tomorrow. So stay tuned. And Sam, thank you for being here. We love you.
Love you too. I love being part of your bead family, Sarah.
You definitely are. And all of you are too. So thank you for watching and keep tuning in as the week goes on. If you've missed any of the Customer Appreciation Week, go to the Softflex Company YouTube channel and look for the playlist. You can replay anything that we've shown this week over and over and over. And in fact, you can go to the older Customer Appreciation Week playlist and find Sam 4 more times.
Yeah, I think I taught most of this. Yeah, I think I'm at all of the Customer Appreciation Week classes.
I think so. All right. Bye, everybody.
Little baby.
We'll see you. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.
Bye, friends.